Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm back and it's another beautiful day. It's another beautiful day to talk about friendship. And I'm going to talk about friendship and how marriage has changed the dynamic of my friendships. Like, you know, before being married, friendship was a lot different. Friends would come over whenever, I would go over to their house whenever, we'd go out to events together, they would invite me like almost everywhere, and it was kind of like a no-brainer. Like, it would kind of be like a friend would just call me up and be like, hey, we're going to so-and-so place, hey, you want to come? And I'm like, oh yeah, sure, let me come. And I just hop into the car and like drive off and meet up with them, or like they come pick me up, and it was just kind of really easy breezy. But now I definitely feel like getting married does change the dynamic of your friendships a lot. It tests your friendships to a different level that you could ever have imagined. I don't know if it's more of me that has changed or if it's my friends that have changed, but I definitely know that there is a change. I have to say that my circle of friends has definitely shrunk versus before. Today I can tell you who I really know, who I know my real friends are. And that's pretty straightforward, because it's like before, your friends are your personal friends. It was just you and your friend. But now it's much deeper. You know, your friends are now, you have your own family, and your friends are now friends of the family. They come over, they play with your baby, they talk with your husband, and it's more on a much deeper level than before. So I would say, you know, now things are different, because before I could just go out whenever I wanted. But now it's like, you know, friends tend to plan things and not invite you, and you're gonna get so offended and feel like, I don't get it, like how come nobody invites me anywhere? Sometimes you log into Instagram or Facebook and you see your friends, they went to the beach, or they went to some party, or they went to the park and had like a picnic, and it's like, how come I didn't know about this? Like nobody told me, and it definitely can get you down. It definitely can get you feeling really sad, because it's like, I mean, I know that I know that I have a different life now, but I still want to have fun. I still want to go out, and it's a different dynamic. And I'm talking based off of, you know, I'm talking based off of being married and maintaining your friends who are not yet married. Because obviously when you're married and you have married friends, it's kind of like the same life. You guys are kind of like on the same playing field. So both parties are definitely more understanding of each other, and both parties definitely mix a lot better and more fluently. But when you're talking about, you know, maintaining a friendship with friends who are not yet married, it's kind of different, because they don't really understand the changes that your life has made, and you don't really understand that they don't understand the changes that your life has made. So it's kind of like different. But you know, I don't really let that bother me. You know, you have to understand that the dynamic does really change, and it's definitely different. It's something that you just have to get used to. Because to them, they feel like, you know, hey, you know, Gabby is busy. She probably has to cook dinner. She probably has to take care of the baby. She probably has to do this, has to do that. And I don't want to just come in and just bother her. I don't want to invite her last minute, because it's a last minute outing. I don't want to invite her last minute and like, you know, put pressure on her to come. So we're just going to like not tell her at all. And at the end of the day, I'm sitting here offended, like, dang, like they didn't invite me. Like, do they not want to hang out with me anymore? Do they not want to be my friend anymore? But to them, it was different. It was just more of on a concerned level. So yeah, but outside that, I definitely do feel a change in, you know, in the aspect of communication. I do see that, you know, communication barriers have been brought up. Communication barriers have come into play. I don't talk on the phone as much as I used to some of my friends, and I don't hang out with them as much as I used to. I still do have diehard friends who still do come over and still do spend the day with me, who are friends of my husband, and my husband we do hang out with, but it's kind of different. The topic of going out, it's like before it was just you. You can just wake up and just go. You don't have to think about who's gonna watch the child. You don't have to think about, is it okay? Does my husband have plans? You don't have to think about those things. But when you have a family of your own, it's like you have your own plans for that weekend as well. You and your family might plan to maybe go have lunch, or might plan to maybe go visit another friend, or might plan to go to a function like a wedding or a birthday party, or just anything of that nature. And it's like you can no longer just book outings on the spot. You have to be like, okay, oh, I would love to go, but let me get back to you, like maybe later, like that evening, let me get back to you tomorrow morning. Let me just check and make sure that we don't have anything planned for the weekend. Because you, as a partner, like imagine you have this wonderful weekend planned for you and your husband, and your husband comes back and tells you, oh, hey, I'm going out with Gary and the friends next weekend. Wouldn't you kind of feel like, dang, like, don't you realize that I should be your number one priority? Don't you realize like you should like kind of like check with me to make sure I'm cool with it before you just commit to Gary and the friends? And it might be a honeymoon thing, a honeymoon phase thing, because you know there are some people who've been married for like 20 something years and it's no longer that big of a deal. But when you're still kind of a newlywed, things like that are kind of big of a deal. So that definitely does affect the dynamic of friendships and how we hang out. I do say that it's very important to keep your friendships alive, because when you get married and when you have children, it's like you don't realize how much you need your friends until you get to that phase of life. Sometimes things get tough, sometimes you get stressed out, sometimes you just need someone to talk to, and it's like being around your husband or your child 24/7. It's beautiful, it's fun, but sometimes you need to let loose and you need to just talk to the girls. You know, you need some girl time, because I mean all this testosterone, I got my husband, I got my baby, 2 boys, I need some girl time. I need to talk to the girls. So it's definitely important to me that I still maintain those friendships, and it's definitely important to my friends to maintain the friendship with me. And that's kind of my take on how marriage has affected friendships. Just a little advice to, like, you know, the single people out there. If you have a married friend, don't neglect them. Don't just think, oh, she's busy, she's not gonna want to come. You'll be surprised that she really wants to come. She really wants you to invite her. Invite her. Let her tell you she can't make it. Don't assume. Invite her. You don't know what she's going through. She's probably at home stressed out with the baby, probably looking for some way to just let loose and have fun. So please invite her. Don't feel like she doesn't want to come, because she probably really does. And that's just my 2 cents to it. So yeah, guys, I mean, that's it for today. You can definitely, as usual, comment below. Let me know what you want me to talk about. My email's in the description. You can send me an email. You can shoot me up on Facebook, Instagram, whatever. Just feel free. Once again, I'm Lady G, and it's been a pleasure talking to you guys. Bye.